We've got teenage wax plugs and super duper dry skin wax removals as well for you today, guys. My name is Rhys Barber. I'm one of the audiologists here at Audiology Associates. Thanks for watching our video today. First patient here was a lovely young lady came through. So teenage lady came through basically feeling really blocked up in both ears. And we can see why. When we start to lift this plug here, we can see it is super duper sticky. So it's stuck all the way around the canal wall, really blocking that sound really well. Now, you'll be surprised at the size. Everything looks massive on the screen here, but you'll be surprised how small these wax plugs are when we see them on the paper later on. But it is completely filling the canal because the canals are quite small. They're not big canals, unfortunately. And what we can see here as this comes away, we'll see that really sticky plug coming all the way out. Now, the look on this young lady's face when we got the first plug out, she was like, oh my goodness, I can hear so much better. When we cleared the second one out as well, she couldn't believe just how well she was hearing. And that's quite normal for patients. You'll find sometimes that when you've had wax plugs in, or if you've had hearing issues for a little while, when you suddenly get that hearing back, we see it sometimes with hearing aid patients who haven't heard very well for a while, and you do the initial switch on and they hear so much better straight away, and they're surprised by just how much sound they were missing. It's a bit like if you get a pair of glasses. If you take your glasses off, you can probably see, but you don't see particularly well. And when you put your glasses on, you realize just how clear the world is. That's a bit like when we take wax out or fit hearing aids for patients as well. So we've got this really big plug on this side as well in relation to the size of the ear canal. This is actually the fine end we got on here, so you can see just how small this canal is. But we're giving this a good old wiggle, and we're working this down the canal. Now, luckily the patient has been using some olive oil. It does make a difference. It helps to lubricate that canal, stops the wax from sticking on the way down, helps to break the plug down a little bit as well. But it's on its way out. There we go, out that comes. You can see that really dry skin layer there as we took that away. But the eardrum on that side, I'm struggling to get the angle to get a really good view of the eardrum, but it looks nice and healthy. So we've got 2 centimeters, just over 3/4 of an inch worth of wax. Guys, coming up on the next one, we're using loads of curettage. St. Bart's hook comes up in the next one as well. Lots of skin peel, so make sure you stay tuned for this one. So there we go. We can see we've got what looks like, could be quite soft. It looks easy enough to do. There's lots of gaps in it. As soon as I touched this with the Zollner tube, the wax just went, nope, I'm not coming out. I am absolutely solid as a rock. I'm really welded to the canal wall skin, and I'm not going anywhere. So the suction tubes are just not going to cut the mustard on this one. So we're bringing out the St. Bart's hook. Now this particular tool doesn't get it out in very often, I'm sorry, but it does make a difference. In this particular canal, you can see we've got these blocks of hard wax there, and we've got this gap in the middle. This tool is perfect. So we're just going to go in and get behind it, not grab it, sorry. So we're going to get behind it, we're just going to drop through it, there we go, and pull this down. Now what you'll see is as we move this, that section in the middle is rock solid, but the section you can see there on the outside is almost like butter. It's got this really soft consistency to it, and that's the piece that's been sitting closest to the canal wall. So we get this plug out, and there's a little bit here to the side. So I'll just quickly scoop this, but the Jobson horn just slid straight off the top of it, and this is because this is a really hard layer of dry skin. So we know we've got to clear up this dry skin now on the outside edge. There we go, out that comes. We can see another little bit at the top. So I'll just pop this down a little bit. It's just this little bit on the end. And as we did, we peeled all the way down to the boots here. So basically it just started peeling along the canal wall. So we've ended up now with this really long, dry piece of skin that just needs to come away. There we go, just scooping a little bit of the softer side here. I'm just going to reposition using the fine end, just because it's so flat to the canal wall. To get that out, we'd have to drag along the canal wall, which isn't particularly pleasant for the patient. So we're just getting this a little bit more of a pull. That's almost there, out that comes. There we go, I'm just going to get beyond this next section. A little bit more of a wiggle, a little bit more of a wiggle. There it goes. We can really see this, as we see, it's peeling down the canal. Now, if this was healthy skin, it wouldn't make any difference at all as far as that lifting is concerned. It would just stay really well attached to the canal wall, but because it's dead skin, it's coming away really nicely. There we go, out that's starting to come. A little bit more of a pull. There we are, the whole thing just came away. That's nice. So we've got that crocodile forceps making a good Bit of work on that. We've just got a tiny little bit just to come away. So we're just going to lift this now with a fine end just to minimize any risk of clarinetting. There we go. And out that comes. So there we go, all the way out. And we've got the same kind of issue on this side. Now this is mostly wax. Now we have got this ring of dry skin around the outside edge. Stay tuned to the end for me. That's all I'm going to say. So we're just getting this bit out now. There we go. Very soft piece of wax here. It's got caught on a dry ring of skin on the outer portion of the ear canal there, which is why it's just got held up. But this is mostly wax, this bit of debris here. So we're just going to get the suction tube on and watch what happens when we lift with a suction tube. I thought we were just lifting soft wax at this point, but you can see this now. They've got this layer of dry skin. Look at the whole ring of skin. So imagine like a cast of the ear canal now has formed here in this outer section. And we've just managed to wiggle that out. But look, as we pulled this out, there's more coming with it. There we go, another block of wax. Look beyond it, you'll see that tail is still disappearing into the canal there as well. So we know we've got this really dry canal. And when we take a look at it here, look how this is peeling. Right, it's really fighting the movement of the suction tube. Okay, we're really struggling to get this to come off the canal wall. It doesn't want to budge very easily. And we can see that yellowish color to the skin all the way down. So we know this skin is old, dead skin. Look, as we get this grip, you can see further down where it's just attached on one canal wall and attached itself to the other. But look, as we start to lift this, watch what's happening. We give it a pull. As we start to pull, we can see this whole surface of the canal wall starting to peel off here. But we get so far and it doesn't want to budge the rest of the way. Look, it's just, you're lifting it and it just doesn't want to come away. But watch what happens just after about a minute with olive oil in the ear. Watch what happens here. Look, we've even got lifts that we didn't even realize we were happening here at the outside edge. But look at all of this canal starting to peel away. That's going all the way down to the end. There we go. Look how this is, and you know, it was fighting us every inch of the way. Literally a minute's worth of olive oil in here. That's all we've put it in. And look at the difference it makes to that skin. It really, really starts to come away nicely. There we go. Look at that peeling away. Lovely peel. That was a whole lot. All just came away. Look at the difference in the color of the skin. Much, much nicer looking skin. Much more fleshy colored skin there. So this is what we removed, 3.5 centimeters. I'm going to go with that being just under 1.5 inches there, guys. Oh, I told you it was worth saying at the end, didn't I? So guys, thank you so much for watching our video again today. And if you did enjoy the video, don't forget to like, heart, share, follow, and subscribe for me. And as always, guys, take care of yourselves, take care of your ears, and take care of one another. And I'll see you again for the next video. Bye, everyone.